Hello, our Lives channel. Today we will learn about the explosive events set to shake Salem to its core over the next 2 weeks. From October 13th through October 24th. The drama is reaching fever pitch as secrets unravel, power struggles intensify, and young hearts face devastating revelations that will change lives forever. Sophia's web of deception collapses. The countdown has begun for Sophia Choi, and the young schemer is running out of time. Her carefully constructed tower of lies is crumbling at an alarming rate, and she can feel the walls closing in from every direction. The baby daddy secret that she's been desperately protecting for months is about to explode in spectacular fashion, taking down everything she's worked so hard to manipulate. Sophia's entire strategy hinged on convincing Tate Black that he fathered her child, Tesoro. But the DNA test results have shattered that illusion completely. The truth is finally emerging like a tidal wave that cannot be stopped, and Sophia is scrambling to find any possible way to prevent the complete implosion of her schemes. Every move she's made, every tear she's shed, every emotional manipulation she's deployed is now under scrutiny, and the consequences are about to rain down upon her with devastating force. The revelation that Aaron Green is actually Tesoro's biological father will send shockwaves through Salem's younger generation. Months ago, when Sophia and Aaron spent that fateful afternoon together watching the Body and Soul premiere, something happened that Sophia has kept buried ever since. That day, both were feeling dejected and vulnerable about their respective romantic situations, and in a moment of weakness, they crossed a line that would have permanent consequences. Sophia has spent all this time pointing the finger at Tate, using the pregnancy to wedge herself between him and Holly Jonas. But the scientific evidence doesn't lie. When Aaron finally puts 2 and 2 together and realizes the truth about his paternity, he'll be forced to step up and take ownership of a situation he never saw coming. DiMera power play stuns Gabby. Over at the prestigious DiMera mansion, corporate warfare is about to reach nuclear levels. Tony DiMera is making a move that will leave Gabby Hernandez absolutely blindsided and furious beyond measure. In a shocking turn of events, Tony will strip Gabby of her CEO status at DiMera Enterprises, yanking the corporate crown right off her head without warning. This betrayal cuts deep because Gabby believed she had Tony's support and trust in running the family business. She never anticipated that Tony would pull such a ruthless maneuver, especially one that feels eerily reminiscent of the cutthroat tactics employed by the late Stefano DiMera himself. The replacement Tony has chosen will add insult to injury. Theo Carver is being appointed to the CEO position in what can only be described as a stunning corporate coup. Tony's justification is that he wants DiMera Enterprises back under family control, even though Theo is technically family through his connection to the DiMeras. This decision has Tony acting completely out of character, leading some to question whether he's truly himself or if something more sinister is at play. His recent behavioral changes and memory lapses have raised red flags with Anna, who's noticed her husband forgetting simple things like her afternoon wine preferences. The fallout from this corporate shakeup will be immediate and explosive. Ib Carver will be absolutely outraged when he learns that his son has been thrust into this position, knowing full well the dangerous waters Theo is about to navigate. However, Paulina Price will take a different stance, offering her support and encouragement for Theo's new career path, which could create serious friction in her marriage to Abe. This divergence in parental opinion will test their relationship as they grapple with what's best for their son versus what's best for family harmony. As for Gabby, anyone who knows her understands that she won't take this humiliation lying down. Hell hath no fury like Gabby Hernandez scorned, and her retaliation will be swift and calculated. During the week of October 13th to 17th, she'll turn to the cunning Melinda Trask for assistance, and these 2 formidable women will put their heads together to devise a counterattack. Gabby may even consider revealing to Xander Kyriakis and Philip Kyriakis the full truth about Tony's machinations and her own role in recent events, potentially using this information as leverage to enact revenge on the DiMeras. Tony and Theo should brace themselves for the storm that's coming, because Gabby's wrath will be legendary. Family feud over Cat Green. The tension between Jennifer Horton Devereaux and Chad DiMera is about to reach a boiling point. Jennifer has never been shy about expressing her opinions, and when it comes to Kat Green, she's made her disapproval crystal clear. Jennifer wasn't happy when Chad befriended Kat, but she became absolutely enraged when their relationship evolved into something romantic. The situation has now escalated beyond just Jennifer's personal objections. It's directly affecting her beloved grandson, Thomas DiMera, and that's where Jennifer draws the line. Young Thomas has been so disturbed by the presence of Kat Green in his father's life that he recently approached his grandmother Jennifer with a heartbreaking request. He asked if he could move to Boston to live with her and Jack Devereaux, seeking space and distance from the woman who's invaded his home and family dynamic. This plea has broken Jennifer's heart and fueled her anger at Chad's choices. The upcoming confrontation between Jennifer and Chad will be fierce, with Jennifer demanding that Chad prioritize his son's emotional well-being over his romantic entanglements. The central issue in their fight will likely revolve around Jennifer and Jack taking Thomas back to Boston so he can have the space he desperately needs from Kat Green. Chad, however, will have a huge problem with this proposal, seeing it as an attempt to separate him from his son rather than a solution to the underlying problem. Chad will argue that running away isn't the answer and that Thomas needs to learn to adapt to changes in their family structure. Jennifer will counter that Chad is being selfish and blind to the trauma he's inflicting on his child by forcing Kat into their lives. This family feud will drive a wedge between two people who have always cared deeply for each other, proving that love and good intentions aren't always enough to prevent conflict. Jeremy's dangerous obsession. Meanwhile, across Salem, Alex Kyriakis is preparing for a confrontation that could turn physical. He's had enough of Jeremy Horton's behavior, and he's ready to make his position abundantly clear. Alex will track down Jeremy and deliver a stern, unambiguous warning. Stay away from Stephanie Johnson or face the consequences. Alex makes it crystal clear that Stephanie is his girlfriend, and Jeremy needs to respect those boundaries immediately. But Jeremy Horton doesn't appear to be the type who responds well to threats or warnings. During the week of October 20th to 24th, it becomes evident that Jeremy has developed an odd and potentially dangerous obsession with Stephanie. His behavior goes beyond simple romantic interest and crosses into territory that's genuinely concerning for both Stephanie and Alex. Jeremy's refusal to back down despite Alex's clear warning suggests something darker is driving his actions. Recognizing the serious nature of this situation, Alex and Stephanie will put their heads together to devise a strategic plan. Their goal is twofold: find a way to keep Jeremy away from Stephanie, and potentially gather enough evidence to prove to the Salem Police Department that Jeremy represents a legitimate threat. This will require clever thinking and careful documentation of Jeremy's stalker-like behavior. Stephanie's safety is paramount, and Alex is determined to protect the woman he loves from this increasingly unhinged individual. The couple will need to be smart, cautious, and proactive as they navigate this dangerous situation. Holly and Tate's last-minute reunion. The airport will become the setting for one of the most dramatic and romantic moments Salem has seen in months. Holly Jonas, feeling completely defeated and heartbroken, has made the devastating decision to leave Salem behind and start fresh in Paris. She believes there's nothing left for her in this town. Her relationship with Tate has been destroyed by Sophia's manipulations. She's been framed and humiliated, and she's simply exhausted from all the teenage drama. As Holly prepares to board her flight, having already shared heartfelt goodbyes with her grandmother Maggie Kyriakis, fate intervenes in the form of Tate Black. At the absolute 11th hour, Tate comes racing to the airport with information that will change everything. He's just learned from his father Brady the shocking, life-altering truth about Sophia's baby. Armed with this knowledge, Tate is determined to stop Holly from making a decision she'll regret. When Tate finally reaches Holly at the gate, he'll stop her from boarding that plane and pour out the entire truth about Sophia's elaborate web of deception. He'll explain that baby Tesoro is safe and healthy, but more importantly, he'll reveal that he is absolutely not the father. The DNA test results have definitively proven that Aaron Green is Tesoro's biological father, meaning Sophia lied about everything from the very beginning. This revelation will hit Holly like a lightning bolt. All the pain, all the jealousy, All the heartbreak she's experienced over the past months was based entirely on Sophia's calculated lies. The relief and joy that will wash over both teenagers in this moment will be palpable. Tate is no longer tied to Sophia in any capacity, freeing him to pursue the relationship he's always wanted with Holly. Holly will realize that she doesn't need to flee to Paris after all. The future she hoped for with Tate is suddenly possible again. But beyond their reunion, both Holly and Tate will begin to contemplate something else. Justice. Revenge against Sophia. With the truth now exposed, Holly and Tate will form an alliance with a specific purpose. Sophia caused immeasurable damage to their relationship, manipulated everyone around them, and most disturbingly, Holly nearly lost her life in that horrific dorm fire that Sophia's actions indirectly caused. The scars from that near tragedy run deep, and Holly won't soon forget how close she came to dying because of Sophia's schemes. The young couple will team up to devise a plan that will bring Sophia down and expose her for the manipulative liar she truly is. They want everyone in Salem to know exactly what Sophia did and how far she was willing to go to get what she wanted. This partnership between Holly and Tate will be driven by a desire for accountability and justice, but also by the need to ensure Sophia can never hurt anyone else the way she hurt them. The specifics of their plan remain to be seen, but fans can expect it to be clever, strategic, and designed to cause maximum embarrassment for Sophia. The next 2 weeks in Salem promise to deliver non-stop drama that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. From Sophia's complete downfall to corporate betrayals at DiMera Enterprises, from family feuds to dangerous obsessions, and from airport reunions to teenage revenge plots, every storyline is reaching its critical peak. Salem is about to be shaken to its foundation, and fans absolutely cannot afford to miss a single moment of this explosive drama unfolding on Peacock.